How is it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Rant and Chill. Here we're going to be probably ranting, I don't know, talking about Jack Murphy. You know, some people say, what's the deal with Jack Murphy? Big deal, big deal. So it's been revealed that he's a cuck. It's been revealed that he likes that sort of fetish. It is a big deal. It is a big deal when you are trying to present yourself as an alpha male and you run something called the liminal order. The liminal order, the little symbols, even little symbol emblems, even on his shirt. Look at that. The liminal order. What is that? I go to that place, and this says the liminal order is an exclusive men's organization whose mission is to change our culture by changing ourselves. We ascribe to positive masculinity and believe in the power of the individual accountability. Stop right there. So is positive masculinity code for you're going to just go ahead and allow your wife to be plowed by other men and call that masculinity and be okay with that? What is up with these guys that are just fakes, that are just grifters? It's like, this is one of those things where once it's exposed, that's it. I think you're done. Like, you're not some alpha male. Not the way I describe it. Okay, he has a great beard. Don't get me wrong there. He does have a great beard, but that beard that's really hard to maintain. But this is a guy that will let his married wife, just allow his married wife to be banged by the guys. He gets paid for it, though. So that's how he justifies it. He justifies it because it's a kink that doesn't emasculate him. And he gets paid for it, apparently. So he's like a pimp. Pimps don't marry their bottom bitch. Pimps don't marry one of their whores. Okay? Pimps might get married, and hopefully their wife doesn't become one of his girls. Okay? Like, let's show how this all started with Sydney Watson on her show, on her little show, where it was revealed and how he reacted. Now this kind of good. Let me go and put it up.
We've already been
here.
told that this show's been hard to get advertisers on.
Yes.
Get out of town.
That is why the super chats mean a lot to us.
They're the advertisers.
Supporting us.
Thank you.
Because you guys are the advertisers. That's why we try to get through all of these and read all your
All right,
comments.
I got a few
Even
more.
if you're trapping me. No, I want to read this one first. Add it because I started it and I'm going to finish what I started. Anamorphosis says, Elijah, and I apologize for this in advance, Jack, asked
boy.
Murphy about the article he wrote about literally cuckolding his wife. I wish I was joking. True alpha.
Wow.
An article he wrote about cuckolding his wife. That's right. He did write that article. Now, that article is much more than just cuckolding, though. That article has some depth to it, has some things in it that are absolutely disgusting. There's a line in that article where he talks about how he's into different fetishes and kinks, and one of them was having little girls tied up in his basement. I don't know what he means by little girls tied up in his basement. I would not refer to a woman I'm gonna try to have sex with, bang or whatever, as a little girl. That's weird. That is fucked up. Look, I'm not. I guess you could say, Mr. Deadman, are you trying to imply something here? I'm just using his words. Okay, Jack Murphy would describe some of the women he had in his basement, bound by rope or handcuffs or whatever he used, chains maybe, as little girls. Who does that? Who does that? And why? What does that mean? That right there, that alone, I'd be like, get it. We're done. We're done.
Oh, wow, you went there with that. I have absolutely no comment on that other than to say that whatever people's perception is about that, it's 180 degrees wrong. And it has nothing to do with people think what they're thinking it to be today.
I know what? I believe Jack on that. I believe the article is much more than what people were talking about. There's much more to it. On the surface, it's, Jack Murphy is a cuck. But like I said, if you go into the depth of it, it's, no, he's a sex freak that trapped little girls, bound them by rope or chains or whatever in his basement. So, no, I'm not going to let that line go. I'm not, because guys, I don't know. I don't think anyone would be defending Jack Murphy here, but in case someone is, in case you're that guy, you want to be a hero here. Have you ever, have one of your friends ever, have you ever heard anyone refer to a chick they're about to bang or whatever as a little girl? Have you? Who does that? Someone who goes to Epstein Island, maybe.
Are we talking about sex right now?
Do you know what cuckolding is?
I totally thought
It's
you were
where
reading...
you get a chicken and you hold it and
no,
you love it.
I just blanked
And
out
then
for a
you-
second.
You make more chickens.
Their jokes are
blanked
worse
out
than
for
mine. Jesus.
I support you having chickens.
We
I
don't
have
kink
chickens.
shame.
I like chickens.
If you have a hen house, that's great. You should.
Of course, they don't kink shame. The right really doesn't. The mainstream right doesn't really. Of course, they're not really mainstream, are they? But they're trying to be. They're trying to be. With the whole not kink shaming there.
You should have your own eggs. Great.
We don't
supply-
kink shame.
Great for protein.
You are here does not kink shame. I want to bring that out, that we do not.
Like that guy probably sleeps with a bunch of dudes. That's the sort of guy who'd go to. That's the sort of guy who would. What? I mean, truck stops are definitely in his past. He's been to many truck stops. You know, he likes that sort of thing.
Not kink shame. If you're like, if you don't want to have...
Dude, I could see that. Like, you have gaydar too, right? You could see that right on his face, the way he talks, everything. Not shaming about it. Hey, he wants to do that. He wants to do
If you
that.
hate women, don't want to have any sex at all, that's your lifestyle. Or if you're a nude model, that's your lifestyle.
You can, in fact, you can be both at the same time.
Or if you want to sleep with trans Elijah, Ellie Schaefer.
Literally,
If you want to breed
if
him,
you want to have
that's
sex with
okay.
my ankles, maybe. Kez might allow it.
Brian Schultz
Disavow.
says Merry Christmas and Happy First.
Okay, so that was civil, but now it gets uncivil.
It's true. Brett Ain't Dad said, unfortunately, the proliferation of technology leads to authoritarian collectivism. Future looks gay. Merry Christmas, Sid and Jack and Elijah.
Mr. Dickon Bowles says, Hey Jack.
See, that's what she does. She does this. Like, she reads it like that's normal. Like, it's
You're supposed to read the name of the super chat. I don't care how offensive the super chat is. Dude, that's fun.
She's not even saying, I'm not gonna skip the name. She just goes, Mr.
Dude,
Dick.
I am definitely a product of the '90s internet. Like I would prefer no filter, just read things as they are, as they're written, and just have fun with it. You know, whatever.
Said.
Could you please clear up the Cuck article you wrote?
I am not going to talk about
Again?
this.
Okay.
And basically, you know what? Fuck you for bringing this up right here and right now. Why-
See, here's what's messed up. Jack Murphy, alpha male. Fuck you, woman. Fuck you. Why are you bringing this up? It's a super chat. She's reading super chats. You know the deal with super chats. It's live. And now Jack Murphy's so triggered because he's bothered by this. This is a sore spot for him because he knows its weakness in his armor. There's a little chink in his armor. Okay? All right. Because up until now, I had no idea that he was a cuck. I had no idea that he was some sort of cuckold. I also didn't know that he kept little girls in his basement or something after he was married. Jesus, after he got divorced. So he knows it exposes him. Because it's hard to look at this and then go back to the liminal order. Imagine if you were part of this and go, yeah, man, Jack Murphy's definitely the figurehead of positive masculinity. He's definitely, gotta help men become better men. You know, I mean, hey, if you don't see a problem with other guys banging your girl, banging your fiance, banging your wife, then you have big issues. I don't see what's so how cuckolding is a manly thing. If anything, you're giving it up, and you're letting your wife be pleased by some other guy, and you're there having to cope and save face and act as if it doesn't bother you. In the article, which I couldn't get to because it was taken down, it's probably archived by somebody, but I read it before. Try to go back to it as it was gone. So, you know, like I said, it gets into it. It gets into the defense of that that it's actually masculine It's actually kind of like the similar like Maddox, even though Maddox is from Dick Masterson and Maddox, the biggest problem in the universe. Used to be a Dick fan, Dick Masterson fan, not anymore because he loves cuties and all that. And all that's been exposed, and Maddox is a massive disappointment too. These people, they disappoint us left and right. But it is the Maddox defense in that cuckolding is actually masculine because it shows that you are confident in your manhood, and it gets you hard, and it makes you happy, makes your wife happy, and that's great. And you're also allowed to explore your kinks. It's like, that sounds like a massive cope. Why? If you want to have the kink lifestyle, do that before you get married, man. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't, especially when you have kids. You want to, because the problem with like really kinky lifestyles and you're married to kids is those partners, every partner you interact with is just more bullshit and a chance for something to just go wrong. And you have kids, and you guys are supposed to be stable. Maybe being in a stable life is boring. Maybe it is for some. But it's stability that will help those kids be reared in a way that you're definitely going to appreciate, definitely going to like. And then society would thank you. Anyway. Yeah, this is where he lashes out. Fuck you, woman.
Why are you doing this to me?
I didn't know that. I didn't know what it was.
Well,
she's laughing. Something tells me. When I first saw this, I was like, is Sydney Watson a troll? Does she know? Is she trying to mess with him? I mean, it was just a super chat. What's her angle? But she looks like she's having a good time.
well, just use a little bit of fucking common sense.
Sorry, apologies.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Elizabeth
Heartfelt.
Harrison says, gonna miss the show, but have a good break. HTAC, what's that? What?
Nothing. I literally was just coughing. It's just an inconvenient cough.
Norfolk says, Sydney, you look uniquely great tonight. Thank you very much. Try to think says, Lige, just buy a damn house already. And
this shit, Jack Murphy storms off set. Okay.
Through on the sleigh. We're very, very happy to have had that. Anyways, Sydney, do you want to close us out?
You want me to fuck it up one last time?
Yes, last time. Mess it up.
Guys, we will be back in early January. We will miss you, and we do hope that you guys have a really, really, really happy and safe Christmas and a happy New Year as well. And we will be, on our own socials as well, so you can always follow us there. As we like to say here, life is, in fact, a lot of bullshit, and unfortunately, you are here, and so are we. And we will see you in a few weeks. Like I said,
I want to watch him storm off. I want to watch this guy, this alpha male, storm off.
Merry, Merry Christmas.
Oh, how pissed is he? How pissed is he? Watch his body language. Oh, that's nothing. He just walked off. That's not a storm. Oh, wait, he's pacing. That wasn't stormed off. Pfft, come on. See, I didn't see that part till now. He's been on the Timcast IRL, of course, because he goes back to Tim, even though Tim pretty much called him a worthless father. Now look how much of a cuck Jack Murphy is. Jack Murphy will even cuck to Tim Pool. Tim Pool does not respect Jack Murphy. Remember that stream where Tim Pool pretty much called Jack Murphy a useless piece of shit of a father for letting his kids be vaxxed? Pretty much it described it to child abuse and shit. I think I'm being hyperbolic. Go watch that stream. Tim was all like, how dare you do that? Did you not fighting for freedom or whatever? It's some stupid thing. When the reality is, a lot of you guys don't have a choice. A lot of us don't have a choice in that if you want your kids to play football, it's like required. So what you could be, son, we're going to go no vax, which means you're not going to play football, which means the kids are going to make fun of you. You're not going to have any friends, no social life. You're going to be an outcast pretty much. So I hope you make friends with the stoners, you know, with those guys, because maybe they'll help you. No, that's not. Maybe some of you are on Tim Pool's side on that, but like the reality is, while you could say you have a choice, you always have a choice. If you want your kids to have like some sort of normal social, social relations or whatever, they don't really have one, do they? And that's messed up. That's wrong in a lot of ways. Anyway, so he goes back to Tim Pool, and towards the end of the stream, they talked about the Jack Murphy cuck.
Yeah, I imagine so.
And a lot of people are saying things like, you shouldn't have yelled at Sydney and all that stuff. And so we'll talk about that right now. But I do want to say one thing too, because a lot of people who are saying things like, "I can't believe I believed in Jack" or whatever, and Jack's a fraud, and I'm just like, guys, we're gonna address all those issues. But if your complaint is about an article that Jack wrote 7 years ago, and you're now saying that like you no longer like him because of something he did in the past, I don't care if it's a leftist who does it. I don't care if it's a right-winger who does it. If someone did something in the past and they're like, yeah, I don't think those things anymore, or I never.
Well, is that true? Does Tim Pool really feel that way? Man, I had to go through all Tim Pool's streams to find. So he's saying if someone did something in the past, and it's in the past, then he's not going to care for it. He's not going to let it bother him. Especially if he's on the fight for freedom or whatever. Has Tim Pool ever used someone's past actions against him? You know what? I can't think of any. I can't think of any people that he used past actions against him. What's that white dude that LARPs as a black guy? I don't know. You could find some examples, I think you can find some. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that. I'm gonna need you guys to help me out with that one, because that is. I'm smelling bullshit. But I don't have it. I don't have an example right on hand. Something tells me that's wrong. Incorrect.
Or I don't like that I did that. I'm like, okay, forgiveness granted. Thank you for joining us in the fight for freedom.
Yes.
If we're going to excise our own allies because of things they did in the past, well, you might as well be, in cancel culture mode or whatever. Not that, I mean, some people should deserve to be canceled, and some people should have to answer for what they did and all that stuff. But, should we do you want to outright mention the "you are here" thing or whatever?
Oh, well, just on that one point, like, why was it so jarring for people to read that article about me? Because I don't ever talk about it.
Because it was very exposing of what you are. Look, there's a reason why it's not a good idea to start talking about your kinks and what you do in the bedroom, because not everybody wants to hear it, and it definitely paints you in a different light. Like if you present yourself as a manly man, an alpha male, a leader of men that's gonna like help them shape their life and positive masculinity and all that. Next thing they find out, you have so much positive masculinity. You pimp out your wife to suck someone's dick, get plowed by someone else's dick, while you're at home jacking off. Like, what are you doing? Why is that happening? What's going on there? You know?
Because I don't ever push those ideas, because it's not a part of my life, right?
Because those ideas wouldn't even be accepted by the liminal order. The people who ascribe to this, I hope they wouldn't be open to that sort of idea. Hey, just give them your girlfriend, your fiance. It was something just give them up.
That I wrote when I had like 100 Twitter followers, and I was using a fake name. Jack Murphy is not my real name, everybody. Spoiler alert. My real name is John Murphy Goldman. My grandfather's name was John Murphy. Everybody called him Jack. So I picked...
Back in the day, was he a leftist too? I'm curious. Because, but maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have to be like that. Because Cernovich is a cuck. And he's an avid Trump supporter. Man.
Picked Jack Murphy as a pseudonym. And I wrote an article about like one element of my sex life all those years ago that was meant to be seen by basically nobody.
I'm surprised that Tim Pool, well, actually not surprised by this, that he's not asking about the line of, hey, what did you mean by having little girls tied up and handcuffed and bound by rope and chains in the basement? What did you mean by that? You said you wrote you had sex slaves and little girls. I wish I had the archive article here, right here, to show you I'm not making it up. What's up with that?
And I deleted it like a few months later, and now for years people have been digging through my internet trash to like bring it up and to wave it in my face. And the only reason people are waving it in my face is because we're having a good impact on society. We're like doing good. We're spreading good out there. And if it felt jarring to you to read this one thing, well, yeah, that's because I don't talk about it, and it's not something I'm pushing, and it's not something I advocate.
Because it exposed you as a fake, as a fraud. That's what it is.
Okay. After I got divorced, dude, we just had we had fun, man. We did a lot of kinky and crazy things, and I don't write about it, and I don't talk about it anymore.
Joey Salads hired black men to vandalize a car with Trump stickers in it. He staged the whole thing, and I forgave him and had him on the show several times.
Yeah, well, I didn't do anything that stupid.
Oh, I guess he does forgive people. I guess he does forgive people for the past actions. I guess will Rugged Man be back on? Would Rugged Man ever be back on?
I was just having fun
that's my
with a
point,
girl that I just started dating. We were just going out and having a good time, and I wrote about it anonymously. Then I deleted it, and now I have gone through a whole many years of growth and transformation and reading and studying, and everything that I have said before up to this point is 100% accurate. What?
But people
Don't
are
interrupt
mad.
me.
Well, people are mad at you for yelling it.
They're like, we can talk about that. Yeah, for sure.
I think they're using. A lot of people don't like the article.
Okay. See, the reason I'm playing this is I find this interesting. Their defense and their spin on the whole thing. What I'm hearing is just a bunch of spin. What I'm hearing is a bunch of just acknowledging and kind of like making an excuse for it. The reality is this. Okay. Jack Murphy, the alpha male, the leader of the manly men, the positive masculinity, was exposed to be a cuck, a massive cuck. After he got divorced, he, I guess he got married or a girl or whatever and pimped her out. He would go to a hotel room, suck someone else's dick, get fucked by him while he's at home, doing whatever. Apparently he had sex slaves too, some of which were little girls tied up in a basement. I'm not letting that line go. No one's really talking about that. He's been exposed. He was exposed by a simple super chat, Mr. Dick and Balls, who has probably bigger balls than Jack Murphy over here. And he let it get to him. So what do you guys think? Huh? Jack Murphy exposed, tarred and feathered? Or do you say, not a big deal. We all have kinks. I'll let Jack Murphy lead me in the, I guess, crusade of positive masculinity. You're going to join the liminal order? Let me know what you think about that. You guys, ladies, y'all take it easy.